Hey, y'all. This is one of the very first videos coming at you from me, Erica the Stewart. Welcome. I'm so glad that whatever this title resonated within you allowed you to click upon me as I am channeling this into the video realms for you to witness and come here to gain whatever your soul deems from this video to be insightful. Ah, yes, I'm back. Quick step away there. Mother duties, as I'm sure you all know. Right, so to get into this, I've got some notes here, and I just really felt called to talk a moment with you all about timing. I feel that this is a buzzword. So we'll decide the title here. That's why I wanted to preface on, this is a general collective message. So you're going to be taking what resonates from my words to use within your own integration of your own body, soul, and mind, spirit connection. You're using your emotional discernment here, because this is how I am facilitating this energy from divine, from the Great Spirit into my own life, into my own beingness. And it's up to you. You've got the power to do the very same. So I share now what has been occurring for me in these past few moments of this, let's say, 7-day period. And at the time of me filming this, today is the 21st of October, 2023. So we're within this window of the prior moon status was the solar eclipse. And this is all kind of moving about with the energies that we're currently transmuting, that we're currently claiming, that we're currently facilitating in our lives, that we're currently integrating. So this is energy that's just come about to me, and it's timing. Let me collect my moment here. I'm going to start with a bit of backstory information, collected thoughts that have come about over this season so far for me. And the timing, it correlates with the movement of a being in this realm. Us here, we peoples, are the human race. We have this residual energy of the starlight that is blessing us each day, from our soul, our sun, and then in turn the soul is reflected into Luna, which reflects back into us. So in different ways, we've got these starlights, transmuting their energies and shining their soul ray and their starlight upon us. And again, these are energies that are also being filtered and divinely moved about with the planets, the other realms that are also in our galaxy, in our universal energy. All of these energies are currently speaking a story to us. And so if you're an astrologer or someone who's familiarized themselves with the night sky and the astronomy of what we're looking at, you're able to divine your own messages from these starlights and from our own star, our soul. Now, the soul is the greatest messenger to us here. And then through that is reflected into Luna back to us. So we're getting this kind of ping of energy, and this most recent eclipse, it's obviously all eclipses, but it was the merging of those two energies to be reflecting in such a short distance. It kind of merged these two different realities and realms for our own psyche. Like if we're thinking left brain, right brain hemisphere, or any duality that you'd like to name. It could be the simplest one of like heaviness to lightness, or vice versa, brightness to darkness. And neither one of those is above the other. They simply are within the realms, and we've drawn a deciding factor between them to cause them to be polarities within the same continual idea. So this is where movement and timing are sort of related, right? The movement and the moving that it takes for the sun, our soul, our star, to be moving about in our Earth's elliptical. And then reverse, the soul reflected into Luna, and the way that that timing or that movement is creating an energy flow within our cycle of our Earth's elliptical. And I say this just to remind us that these energies are light, and they're also time, and they are also, from our perspective, and they are also movement. So we can understand, and we can understand, and we can begin to reflect upon and analyze these ideas as we go out into nature daily, nightly, and witness with our own eyes these energies as they play about, in the southern and northern realms in the hemispheres. Right now we're in the northern realm, we're in our autumnal season. So, we're witnessing the days shortening and the nights are growing longer as our time frame of our soul, the movement of our sun, is been shortened, as the autumnal equinox has already occurred. So we're looking at this movement as the light is changing from this more heated light, which again is energy in motion, to this cooler light, which is a different energy in motion. And those are also then being reflected upon us as time. So, again, a lot of the northerner realms, we understand that we have like the time crunch, which our society chooses to give us the chance to see that time crunch as, the daylight savings time. And that's just one example of what our society instills in us as pre-scripted programming, but it's a collaborative effort to understand and understand movement and time. So I'm working on this theory now, in a philosophical sense, but also, relating to the quantum mechanics of our energetic universe and our galaxy, for instance. And this is the terming of this video, is the timing of things. And so I've called this now here the hourglass on the beach theory. All right, this is where our society is currently. Is that we have this chance to witness and see the universe as this glorified, beauteous beach, the beach of time itself. And it's endless from our vision. Endless. It goes on and on and on, and we can stroll this beach as fast or as slow as we might choose to like. And we could stay there at any time. It is the beach's horizon itself. We can stay there in the morning hours and see the starlight there, the wee hours of the morning. We can see the evening, moon reflected, in our waters on that beach. So we can kind of mirror how we want to experience the motion and timing on this beach. Except, and yet, our society needs measurements to run and exist and coexist the way that it is. So we all have this component that we've captured sand into a glass vial, that is shaped as two triangles, as two, oh, what is the word for a 3D triangle? Spherical is the word for a 3D circle, but you know what I'm trying to say. The triangle has a shape in the 3D realm. And the sand that we've collected, the time we've collected, is spinning from the top into this tiny spiral funnel, and it's slowly draining. Each moment that passes, it's draining itself from top to bottom, and we're able to witness this as a time frame, the formation of a in measured time, a moment of time, calculated, calibrated. And so the way that this vial works is that there's a funnel just so that it allows us to monitor and to facilitate our own motions through the exercise of the sand draining, through the measured moments of sand draining from top to bottom. And then, should it empty entirely, then we would flip it and just continue that energy repeatedly. This is our societal, energetic, collaborative efforts at this time, is to measure the time as thus. And we've all agreed in unison that, that the calibration of this funnel is just so. And that we all agree that this measurement is just so. And we all agree in unison that we will all have, a comprehensive and cohesive patterning for every other hourglass that shall be created in its marking, in its, let's see, I wanted to say in its honor, but in its likeness, I guess, is a better way to put it. So each hourglass that's replicated in its likeness will be just so, that the measurement is calculated and calibrated sufficiently to be cohesive across all the realm. And yet there's this entire beach of the time, of the sand that we so choose to measure. This is the hourglass on a sandy beach. This is the hourglass on the beach theory. And this is the best way I can explain it, because what I'm witnessing is so fascinating to me. I'm fastened to it. And it is this. It's a breaking of the fourth, fifth, and sixth wall, right? Some of us are at our fourth dimensional witnessing right now. Some of us are very familiar with the third dimensional viewing, and we kind of would like to stay there for the comfort of it, and we don't have to ask too many questions. But some of us have already lapsed into the fifth and sixth, and maybe even, in my understanding, the seventh dimensional realities and realms and viewing thus of. This is it. This is the mic drop. Here is what my working theory is presenting to you. That the timing of the beach itself rises and falls with the tides. And yet our calculated movement of an hourglass can change with the amount of sand that is allowed through the funnel at any one given time. If the aperture is tiny, we will get a very different flow of sand, i.e. time, than if the aperture is much larger. Time will go in a different pace, depending on what the mechanism we've built will allow for the sand to fall through it in a funneled and filtered way. Now, I am speaking to you in tech powered by these very crystals here, right? By the electrical current, but encapsulated in the memory of the crystalline structure. Now, I'm no computer scientist yet, so to get more information on that, there are very specific people that I would link you to get your information. However, go ahead and do your research. This is what I can offer you, which is to say this is a collective and generalized reading from my human understanding and inner stand. Now, as I again work back with my working theory, the hourglass on the beach theory, I want to present this to you. We are watching countless and innumerable hours of video feed, right? Through reels, through shorts, through, I don't even know all the terms anymore, but through any type of media that we might click, social media or otherwise, that we might click into. We're watching the videos. And yet there is a difference between the video time and our own working understanding of time. You know, this is digitizing the hourglass. This is changing the flow, not only of the aperture, but the entire mechanism for which was represented by a collection of sand in a vial to allow it to spin through at a certain dedicated momentum. So this theory presents to you here that most music, most media indeed, played at its normal speed, will completely differentiate between the actual speed that this media was recorded at. In fact, I would like to go so far as to say that if you play almost any musical, video media, social media, news media, any type of media, I will exclude reality television for reasons, but most media played at a 0.75 calibrated speed is going to be the most accurate representation to its live time recording speed. Watch the counters. Watch the seconds. Do it. I tempt you here and now to find a video that you know very well, or even a brand new one if you'd like to be brand new and bold. Go to that recent favorite album, your favorite media, your favorite video, your favorite music video, your favorite creator. And it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a differentiation between if this was, let's see, like a widely publicized, commercialized recorded video, or more of a DIY or, you know, social media creator video. There is going to be this difference. As we said, as someone has said, the stars, they do not have the same 24-hour cycle that we do, and this is where we're going with this. Go to this recent favorite album or video of yours and play it at that lag speed of 0.75. I dare you, I tempt you to do this, because once your eyes and mind adjust to this level of speed or slowed speed, I just know it. You're going to see through the curtain. And if this video has resonated with you and you've clicked in and you've been here for this 18 minutes and 38 seconds now, you are one of the ones that is here to see this. Right? Perhaps you're an oracle, some type of a seer, a muse of some sort for yourself, or the divine, you know, the Great Spirit has spoken to you, I'm sure of it. And it's this differentiation between the speed that we've been accustoming ourselves to through scrolling in the videos versus the speed that normal reality works in, of our realm. And we've been duped. I don't mean to say this lightly. It sounds maybe pretentious or precocious, but our eyes, it's an optical illusion. We've been duped into calibrating at this intergalactic processor levels it's interdimensionally processing these levels on the video timing on the screen to see things at a faster pace than ever before. I mean, imagining 50 years ago, imagining 70 years ago. And it's the rate how do I say this? It's the rate of the lighting, it's the rate of the timing, and it's the rate of the movement that is able to be captured on screen now at this moment. And I'm still delving into this. I'm still unpacking this. So maybe this will be a series with a few different parts. But it's been speeding us, and we've been speeding into these superhuman levels of calibrating the light, of translating the light, of analyzing the light, of processing the light, and seeing that movement and hearing that sound at levels that are like CPUs with internal interface of starlight itself. Not at all affected or changed by the atmosphere, not at all bounced off of any other surface, but the starlight itself interfacing with our own optics and auditory processing units. And this is so interesting, because if we have not known this, and we've been operating as if everything is exactly as we see it, that's where we're being duped, because the self-awareness of body, mind at a human capacity, right? A color of the starlight reflected and bounced back for our own eyes to process it. If we have not known that this is what we're actually witnessing, then there is absolutely no possibility for the counter revo, for the people movements, right? And I do mean activist movements, but I also literally mean movements, to witness what we are seeing and to recognize it as a potential possibility to replicate this energy in motion ourselves. All right, this is where it's getting us into superhuman. So this self-awareness of body, mind at a human capacity is us as a cultivator and the cultivation of beingness at a nature speed level, at the natural realms level. All right, like we're thinking, okay, everything has gotten faster, except it hasn't. We've just been viewing it at a faster, higher pace level. And it's again to do with the timing and the movement, and those are both reflected in light and from light, from the starlight, from our soul. So this is the beingness of nature speed, which yes includes fast, but it also includes slow. We have sloths in this realm and hummingbirds. Okay, we have the basilisk lizard that can move its feet so fast it can actually run on water, and water skaters, water skaters as well. And they're moving at two completely different levels, but they can harness the sense of fast pace. Where we also have very slow moving creatures and slow moving plants, and plants itself, our fungi and the plant kingdom, flora and fungi are able to move in such a slow pace that our eyes don't really comprehend that they're moving at all. And yet, of course they are. Of course, absolutely, 1000%, of course they're moving. Their beingness is just not monitored by our superhuman strength, fast viewing, paced, cultivated society and the eyes that govern that. So this nature speed is where the string line, where the weight's on a balance, right? The weight's on a balance, on a scale, is as a new measurement for us. And it's not new. It's ancient future. Okay, it's not new, but it's new to us in that we did not know. If we knew not what it was that we were witnessing, it is now a new exposure to us. And this is a measure for us, and by the people. And that's all we ever really needed. Really. So this is us, and this is the timing, This is the reference to the hourglass on the beach theory. And this is us no longer racing and instead simply pacing. And pacing in harmonious oneness, not pacing in an anxiety-ridden, sleep-deprived, kind of contentious way. Pacing. No, this is us making pace back to the normal rhythms of our feet on the earth, feeling the ground as we tread our steps. And this is a treading of steps in our realm to know that we are the realm. And so is everything else in the realm. So therefore, harmonious oneness. Okay, this is where I'm going to end the video. I wanted to break these thoughts into the realm from my own speech and do them at my own harmonious oneness pace. But really, I tempt you to find a video. Now go ahead, do the YouTube thing. Like the video if this resonates. Please. This is an energy exchange, and I love for you to click that you enjoy what I have to say. There, I know I'm meeting my market. I'm finding my audience. I'm collective and activating a tribe within my own realm. And you, I'm here for you because actually I don't know you yet, but I love that you're here. And that means I love you. So go ahead and click the like. If you'd like to see more videos from me, click the subscribe. Hit that little bell, ding, notify, whatever you would like to. And if you're willing, I tempt you to indeed play out a video at 0.75 speed. And then comment below. Leave a link to the video if you'd like. I would gladly watch it. But comment below what you think of this when your eyes adjust and your ears adjust. What do you think of this? Watching these humans, these fellow performers, these celebrities, these celestial star beings that we so choose to enjoy and witness in their lives through their creative efforts and abilities. What do you think? What do you feel at witnessing them at this level of speed, or slowed speed, if you will? I tempt you to go and collect a few videos, 4, 5, 6. Share them with other creators and like-minded souls if you so choose. But go ahead and comment below and click in a link, if you can, of a video that you watched at 0.75 speed. And let me know what you're feeling, because this seems so vital at this 21st century level to have an awareness of what we're actually consuming. Because this is integration. And if we can willingly and knowingly cultivate and facilitate that integration amongst ourselves and each other, this is where tribal life begins. Now, you all are my people. You're my crew. I love it here with you. I'm glad you're here. Welcometh and belong, because you are you and you are needed. And I need you. And I tempt you to do as I'm calling you. Click into a video. Watch it at 0.75 speed. Comment below. I love you. I thank you all. And I have great, big gratitude and pure love that you're here. Come back now. You hear? And we'll see you there. Bye-bye. I'll catch you in the next one.